Welcome back to the Daily Crypto Market Update. Check this out. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell reportedly considering resigning. This is from this statement from the chairman of the board of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac reports that Jerome Powell is considering resigning. I'm encouraged by reports that Jerome Powell is considering resigning. I think this will be the right direction for America and the economy will boom. Yeah, no kidding. Speaking of booming, liquidations have absolutely exploded over the last 24 hours. It shows 24-hour rect here, 609 million. But the reality is that over here on Thursday, the 10th, almost 1 billion in liquidated shorts. Gosh, if only someone told you about a possible short squeeze coming for Bitcoin. Gosh, I wonder. Anyway, back over here on the 8th of May, we saw something really similar, although not as much. But keep in mind, this is a huge deal. It's a huge liquidation amount. It's insane. Let's go over to TradingView. So let's talk about Bitcoin's price right now. Yesterday, we saw the price of BTC open right at the 1272. It shot all the way up here to about 118,869. So again, we have a new all-time high. This is going to be old news. We're just going to keep hearing this over and over and over. The main thing to focus on right now is that Bitcoin is slowly approaching significant layered Fibonacci extension levels. I'm not going to go into crazy detail about this, but I want you to understand this is a significant level. We should be expecting some sort of resistance here. Another thing to consider right now is that it's the weekend. Well, at least for me here in Tokyo, it's Saturday, 9:49 a.m. So usually we see lesser volume over the weekend for Bitcoin because trading desks, prop firms, things like that, especially in the United States, are taking the weekend off. I don't know if things will be different this time around. I suspect they won't, but this is still a really good move. So the thing that we should be expecting is basically sideways chop. Looking at the CME chart, we already have a gap right here. This is from Thursday to Friday. So there's unfortunately already a gap down here at 114. That would sting a lot if that were to happen. I don't expect it to happen right away, but it is a CME gap at 114, which would be below the 272. Again, any sort of pullback like this will have a very negative effect on the market, and alts will get absolutely liquidated and destroyed because everyone's going to be going long too late. So keep that in mind, and we'll see. I expect the price action to kind of just go sideways. Hopefully we don't droop all the way back down to 114, because I think that would disappoint a lot of people and give people the wrong impression. It's only a move of 2%. It's not impossible. But the important thing is that it needs to happen and close sooner than later. The other thing to pay attention to as we start closing in on 121, that target is, well, what's after that? Well, the reality is that we've already hit our target, I guess you could say, for July. Our historical performance based off of median price action is 8% for July. We've already hit it. So the thing now is like, gosh, we're already at 9.5%. There's still a lot of expected volatility for this month, just so you know. So we could still shoot up to 121. We could shoot up higher. But right now, anything that happens here on out is literally just cherries on top of the banana split, which, gosh, it's been a long time since I've had a banana split. I think I'm going to get one. Looking at volume was great yesterday. We finally see volume exceeding the previous day. And of course, it's exceeding the moving average, no duh. But it's only by a factor of 2. It's only 2 times greater. Like, that's nothing. We need to see consistent volume outperforming the moving average, outperforming the previous day, just boom, 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 just going crazier. And note, back over here, even after the quote unquote Trump pump, after the election results on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday's volume was dead. Sunday was better. But look, weekends are still super boring, even in really bullish conditions. So just because we have super bullish conditions does not guarantee volume is going to be amazing. But with that said, we do see great signs. Again, we're looking at on-balance volume curling up higher, the moving average going up higher as well. We have a significant outcome here for RSI. We have a high here on RSI from yesterday at 83.76. Why is this a big deal? Well, because 83.76, it's just below this previous high. We really want to see daily RSI not just exceed this level of 84.47, but really this level here. We really want to see daily RSI shoot up here to about 86. Anything higher than that would be great. Why? Because that tells me that we have so much more new potential to go higher. The local high that we have back over here was in November at 92.33. We've already broke this trend line right here as well. So this is all good, but we really need to see daily RSI shoot up higher to show that there's more bullish strength growing. In regards to the TBO indicator, there's also really great stuff happening too. We can see that the slow line continues to move up a lot. It's curling up to a really, really, really good angle, which is positive. All four lines are now separate. We're out of the this little gray range, I guess you could say, which is good. The price is wildly above TBO resistance right here. Everything is looking fantastic right now. There's literally nothing to freak out about. Things are looking great. On the weekly time frame, things are still not settled yet. We still have 2 days left, but some positive things that are happening, namely are RSI at 77.06. Keep in mind the high here, 77.52. If we could see weekly RSI exceed this level, then we are heading on our way up to some crazy high levels. That's a good sign. Volume is finally breaking this horrific downtrend. If we could see volume actually shoot all the way back up here to the moving average, that would be incredible. But looking back over here to November, where things got really exciting, we're nowhere near that level of volume. Like we're still way back over here, which means that we're still early. I mean, it's crazy to say that, but we are. Let's keep moving on. Ethereum, of course, is doing extremely well. Not only is it doing extremely well, yesterday, even though it only closed up 0.23%, it printed a TBO breakout on the daily time frame, which is insane. Yes, trust me, I know I see this one back here and we saw a correction, but the market is pretty much macro bullish, so I don't really expect a correction. We know that on the 4-hour time frame, we actually saw TBO breakout clusters already. And this is a great setup. We saw the price shoot up about 10% from there. We still have our CME gaps right here and right here. Volume's looking good. RSI is looking decent. But most importantly, the weekly chart's looking great. We finally have Ethereum back above the weekly TBO cloud for the first time, really since back over here, January, which is huge. And volume will probably meet the moving average. On-balance volume is trending up higher. We have RSI going above 70. Like all these are incredibly bullish continuation signs, but we still have 2 days left to see it hold. FBTC wicked up and tested on Thursday this 236 Fibonacci level, which is significant. Now, yesterday, because Bitcoin did a lot better than Ethereum, we didn't see a push up higher. We're still seeing it struggle around this TBO resistance level at about this historical one at 0.025. But if Ethereum can continue to stay bullish and obviously more bullish than Bitcoin, then yes, it will finally break above this level, the 236, and shoot up a lot higher. But until that happens, just expect Chop City. Bitcoin dominance had a huge drop yesterday because there's a huge spike in XRP and also another one of these dominance levels. We'll look at it in a second. But it dropped a big amount. 0.78 is no small amount. Now check this out. Unfortunately, we have a super duper teeny weeny RSI reset. An RSI reset is when we see daily RSI fall below 25 and go right back above. Now, this isn't the end of the world. It's not terrible. It's not saying, okay, that's it. That's done. Alt rally is over. But we should be paying attention to see, well, what's going to happen over the weekend. We really want to see a new low made over here on RSI. We can see that we saw a huge low here at 18.52 on May 10th, then on May 13th, 21. So this one's a higher low. We'll see. I really want to see this continue to tumble though, obviously. And the good signs that I'm seeing is that Bitcoin dominance is inside of the cloud, meaning that it's in bearish consolidation mode. This is great. We want to continue to see it fall and plummet. We also want to see the slow line here start to flatten out and then curl down, but that means that the price has to really go down more. Stablecoin dominance. Not only did it fall even more yesterday, breaking a new low, it also printed a TBO breakdown. Now, this is where I'm starting to get really excited because a TBO breakdown is a massive move. How massive is it? Well, the last time we had them was back over here in November. We saw one right here, and note just below, breaking below support, we see another one, and we see stablecoin dominance drop another 22% over 25 days. We've also seen this happen before on the chart, like back over here in February 2024. We see a break of support, TBO breakdowns, and then we see stablecoin dominance lose 20% over 16 days. Again, breaking support, TBO breakdowns, we see it lose initially 7%, but it goes down about 20% over 50 days. Now, there are moments where it happens to just kind of make a bottom and then it keeps going on, but that's not where we are right now. We're clearly breaking below a bear flag, and RSI is fallen or has fallen down to 1507. The low to beat is back over here at 1310, but again, this is still looking really good, and I expect alts to continue to perform well, especially over the weekend. Now, this is what I mean. Top 10 dominance, which is looking at several things. Solana, BNB, XRP, Doge, ADA, SHIB, all those dominance levels. So we saw a huge spike for XRP, and we also saw a huge spike, I believe, for ADA. So because of that, we saw a huge spike here on this top 10 dominance, which is an inverse reaction on Bitcoin dominance. That's a lot. That's a big move. I do think that we will continue to see this move up higher, but I'm just keeping an eye on this, what happened before, and hoping that it's not going to be the same this time. Others dominance printed and confirmed a TBO close short, which is great. This is our first one that we've seen since May 9th. Again, hoping we don't repeat this action and just go lower. The total crypto market cap printed a TBO breakout yesterday, which is awesome, especially on the daily time frame. Yes, I'm also aware we saw one of these in late May as well, but the difference now is that we are above long-term overhead resistance, which is huge. This is a really big deal. Plus, we have volume coming in. Things are looking great on the daily. Things are looking great on the 4-hour. Things are looking really good on the weekly. Not really worried about it too much. So this is a good sign that we should continue to move up higher. On the others, crypto market cap, we're above long-term overhead resistance, and we're now working on day 3. We need 3 days above this historical level of resistance to confirm it as broken, which I believe will be happening today. And we're also in process for printing a TBO open long, the first one we've seen since April 30th. And usually this means that we're confirming a bullish uptrend. We'll see what happens. Now, I have a lot more to share with you in this update today. But before I do, I want to remind you guys, the way to better trading is with the better traders. Go to thebettertraders.com. Check out our courses. Check out the club. The best course you can check out is 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. This is an amazing intermediate/beginner course that comes with one-on-one coaching. It basically covers an automated trading strategy and a trend trading strategy where it's focusing on the TBO and AB trading over here. This one is using DCA bots, using our free TBT signals that are on AllTrading. This is a great course. And of course, with this, you get a month trial access to the trader tier of the Better Traders Club, which includes the TBO. It includes trade setups, which have been on fire lately, alerts, signals, better dip signals. There's a ton of stuff that's included. Now, I want to share with you how things are going over here on AllTrading because I had a huge win yesterday. Not only am I making good profits right now, but the big win over here is Masa. So you guys remember this Masa bot that's been cranking out really good profits for quite a while? I turned it on again back over here in late May, and then guess what? It got stuck. It got stuck for a month. Now, this is partly my fault too for not doing a good job with DCA. And yes, it happens. Like, I'm not like this amazing legendary trader. Like, I'm just a normal guy like you guys. So I will make mistakes. But the cool thing about this is that crypto is super forgiving. So as long as you stick to your DCA strategy, ba-boom, a month later, I actually walked away with a lot of profit. My normal profit for these trades are like, yep, $3 worth of Masa, $1 worth of Masa, 76 cents worth of masa. So really, really low profits. But when we have these huge drops, these are always going to be huge opportunities for a massive win. So this one win accounts for like what, 40 different 40 of these trades that have been closed. And this isn't taken in USDT. It shows the P&L in USDT, but I'm actually accumulating masa still. Why? Well, that's easy, because if I zoom out to look at the price of masa, I have one hanging trade up here that I'm still waiting on to close, and that's going to get closed. I'm not really worried about it. But if you look at the total history of this chart, check this out. Why would I not want to accumulate a coin that's fallen down so far? Because everything that I'm accumulating here, when it goes back up another 10x, well, all my accumulated masa is going to be worth 1,000% more. So this is exactly why I'm going to continue to run the bot and how I'm going to make out like a bandit with masa profits. So let's keep going on TradingView. I have some charts to share with you today in our picks. And before I get into these, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this video online with other people. Help me to grow my channel on YouTube, guys. I want to hit 100,000 subscribers this year, and it only happens because of all of you fantastic people. So let's check out today's picks. There are a lot of blue flags today. These light blue ones indicate breakouts that are appearing. And yeah, a lot of these are going crazy. So here's that upper wick. You can see right here for Cardano is at 7% upper wick, 9% upper wick, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. But look at volume. More importantly, volume yesterday was massive for ADA, which is weird. It's really strange to see this much volume for ADA and also XLM. But on the 4-hour time frame, look at these TBO breakouts. After the TBO breakouts, we saw the price of ADA pump up 19%. That's crazy. SUI, this one is done great. This one actually shot right up to the 618, and I believe it's had a little bit of a pullback yesterday, down 3%. I think it's just going to continue moving up higher. This is normal to see pullbacks, especially after big moves. XLM, look at this one as well. Like very similar to XRP and price action, but again, huge candle. 11% upper wick. That's weird. It's extremely weird. But look, TBO Breakout Cluster, price pumps up 50%. That's not normal. That's not normal at all. But it's indicative of where we are in the market right now. You know what I'm saying? This is insane. Litecoin, this one had a TBO Breakout Cluster here yesterday, and we haven't seen the realization of it yet, meaning we haven't seen it pump yet, which means if we're seeing these huge pumps happening for ADA, for ADA, for SUI, for Stellar Lumens, Litecoin, yeah, it's going to happen. We see a TBO breakout on the daily time frame for Uni yesterday, huge. For Caspa on the 4-hour time frame, TBO breakout cluster on the 4-hour. Say on the 4-hour time frame, right here we have one of these guys, and this chart's just doing so well in general. SPX, this one has been doing an amazing job. And remember, TBO breakout clusters. Now, the cool thing about this chart is that it's approaching long-term overhead resistance, meaning if we zoom out here, the all-time high is about $1.77. Yesterday's wick up here was at 171. I fully believe we're going to see SPX surpass this and head up to $2 and $3, because look at the TBO slow line. This is showing that bullish. The macro trend is bullish. It's growing and it's getting stronger. Pengu, this one had a great day as well. The last couple of days, check this out. Not only did it crush price-based resistance, it's also above the 618, and we got 1, 2, 3 TBO breakouts on the daily time frame for Pengu. This is a bullish chart. It's insanely bullish. Just pay attention, okay? Now, these orange tabs here, or these flags, let us know about TBO close shorts, which are my favorite bullish reversal signals. So MNT had a really nice pop here on Friday of 5%, had a higher move yesterday, but it closed down red. But it almost retraced and touched the TBO fast line right there, the pink line. That's the expected or the desired outcome, I think is a better way to say it. Because once we get a touch of this, then typically we see the chart just absolutely take off. That's what I'm expecting for MNT. Trump, we also had one of these on Thursday. Haven't seen the touch yet of the TBO fast line. HNT, good grief. This one really took off on Thursday. It printed a TBO close short, up 9%. Yesterday, up 10%. This is what I've been telling you guys for a while. Okay, there's something weird happening here. Even though we have the breakdowns, I see the TBT bullish diversion signals. We got our confirmation, TBO close short. Now we're seeing HNT go higher. How high could it go? Higher, 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 higher. There's an easy, not easy, I would say easy target is here about $4.14. And then the next logical target would be somewhere in this range, just around $8. That's at least that's what I'm going to be doing for take profit. This green flag right here is letting us know about something that's happening on the weekly time frame. Yeah, we don't talk about the weekly too much, but this is something we cannot ignore. Atom Cosmos has a TBT bullish divergence signal on the weekly time frame forming. Again, 2 days left. But the last time we saw one of these was back over in November, and we saw Atom shoot up another 28 days later, 106%. Back over here, same story. We saw it shoot up in total 104% over 19 bars or 19 weeks. This is the start of a pretty decent reversal here as long as it prints for Atoms. Pretty exciting. Kaya, just want to give you a heads up. This one tagged the TBO fast line. This is the expected behavior after getting one of these TBO close longs. Now that it's done this, I'm hoping that it's going to shoot up here at the 0.5. I'm not really seeing the interest. Yes, there's a little bit of volume yesterday, but obviously the average is really, really falling and it's looking really lame. But RSI is starting to be not really like the behavior of a reset, a proper one, like going down here. But I do see it starting to climb back up. It was super overbought, but if everything's going to be pumping, Kaya will follow too. Now, 4 charts that you just got to keep an eye on right now. XRP, yes, this is one I did not expect to pump. And knowing this chart and that it's like a top 5 cryptocurrency, like this is insane. The volume here is wild. What? We're looking at 4 times, almost 5 times the average volume for XRP. And look at this wick, like the candle in general. XRP never makes moves like this. An 18% move wick to wick is insane. So I'm expecting it to continue to go up higher. Like there's a lot of momentum right now in this chart. So congrats XRP holders. You'll want to be watching out for this next target highlighted by the TBO. Not saying you have to sell here at all. I'm just saying this is a significant level of resistance. It's historical resistance. Plus you'll be getting up to the all-time highs at 342. So just watch out for that. Link. This one is working on moving above long-term overhead resistance, and it's also working on an open long today, which is awesome. Crow. This one had a huge push up yesterday, right up to TBO resistance at 10 cents, and it's working on an open long right now. It's really, really interesting. And Farcoin, this one is also something to watch. 2 things. This one has a bull flag. So we have our lower highs and our lower lows. We have a confirmed open long on Thursday, and we see our first pierce right here of overhead resistance. The expected behavior of this is to see Farcoin shoot above, retrace back down, and go up higher. And I do think that Farcoin can and should go higher. Another thing to consider is that it actually broke above this line of resistance here on RSI. Now, we did not see a higher local high. Our higher high is over here on the 10th of June at 71. And Thursday's was 70. But still, look what's happening here. We're getting higher lows. So I do think that the eventual outcome for Farcoin is higher. You guys, there's literally never been a better time to trade. Go to thebettertraders.com right now. Check out our courses. Check out the club. Get access here in the Better Traders Club to the TBO, to TBT divergence, to the watch list, the trade setups, all that fun stuff. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.